calling all senior golfers. Do you struggle hitting the ball as far as you used to do? Do you struggle hitting as many fairways as you used to do? And do you struggle getting the scores you used to shoot? Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson. Welcome to Get Good at Golf. In today's video, we're going to help you get good at hitting longer drives if you're a senior golfer. So what so many people start to do if you struggle to lose that element of turn in your golf swing is generally pick the club up a little bit and from there hit down on it, cut across the ball, because to be honest, I've done that many shots of this, I don't want to lose another one down on the right hand side. Generally it's going to be a big high slice, it's not going to go as far as you want, it's not going to go where you want, and it's going to be massively out of control. They're the worst three words in golf, out of control, because generally that's going to lead to not only a lost golf ball, but lost shots, penalty scores, and higher scorecard numbers. So what do we do to battle this? You can see, guys, this golf ball here is a triple track ball. So what I've done is essentially line that to the right hand side of the fairway if you follow that shaft. Now I want my club to travel on that line. That doesn't necessarily mean that's where I'm going to aim, because obviously then it's just where I'm going to hit the golf ball. I'm going to aim down the middle of the fairway and I'm going to try to get a real nice shallow angle of attack that works out towards that right hand side. If I manage to do that with a square club face, the keys are I'm going to lower the spin, I'm going to get a little bit more ball speed because I'm going to strike it out the middle of the face. It's going to be a nice higher strike, a nice higher ball flight. All those things matched together, it's going to be a straighter ball flight, hopefully with a little bit of draw on it. It's going to go a little bit further and you're going to shoot lower scores. Now that all sounds really easy, doesn't it? But how do I do that? How can I set that up if I'm cutting across it so much as a senior golfer? My dad does this, he's terrible at this, and if he watches this video, this could transform his golf game. All he wants to do is set yourself just a little bit close, so bring that right foot back a little bit. I mean, if you're doing it as a drill at the driving range, test how far back you can do it, because you'll see that this allows me to bring the club back nice and shallow, load it to the top of the backswing, and then I've got so much room here to drop it on the inside and hit the ball where I want to, then move back out. I can't fail to hit it with an in-to-out swing path. Now, as long as my club face is nice and square or slightly close to that path, then generally it should be the shot that I want to play. And generally, especially with driver, Chris is going to talk you through some different clubs in the bag in just a second, but you can see here that I should be able to play a nice high draw down the middle of that fairway. That's one of the best drives I've hit in quite a long time. I'm not a senior golfer just yet, I'm just fat, and that's helped me massively. So if you're a senior golfer, if you're like me, or if you're like Chris, losing a lot of weight actually, looking good mate. Happy birthday.
Thank you
guys,
very
comment
much.
below happy birthday to Chris as well, especially if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as a little birthday present. Chris is now going to talk you through how you can do this through different clubs in the bag. It's such an easy tip, such an easy thing to change. Yes, do it on the driving range to practice. Yes, do it when you're starting to play with your friends, but if it works, guys, don't be afraid to do it. You know what, there's nothing worse than when you play against a senior golfer and he knows this tip and he sets up like it and he hits those shots. We've all been there, we've all played the games in match plays for the club. It's really annoying. And I want you to be that guy that's really annoying, not you, Chris, you down the camera, because you will beat people half your age and they will absolutely hate it. And make sure you tell them James and Chris told you how to do it. So guys, real quick one as well, if you are a senior golfer and you're wanting to improve your golf, that is absolutely fantastic. One area you can do this is short game. We're going to do a lot of this on the channel moving forward, so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss it. It's very difficult to pick up yardage, especially when you're starting to get a little bit older. It's not that difficult to improve your short game. It's not that difficult to build an array of shots around the greens that can save you shots, and it's not that difficult to lower the number of putts you have in a round of golf. All you have to do, commit a little bit of time, maybe get a few lessons with someone like this man, and from there you will be able to lower your scores a lot easier than trying to hit longer drives. However, this drill will certainly help you do just that. Chris, you've got a mid-iron in your hands.
We have. We've got a 7-iron here, and we're now going to talk how this can help us off the fairways as well. So it is still winter. I'm going to clean this ball slightly.
Can we just say that pitched in the fairway and landed there as well with that little
pitched and stopped. So in the summer, with this kind of shot on your driver, we're going to see that little bit of draw. We're going to see a lower spinning shot, and we're going to start to see more distance because we're going to add a little bit of topspin onto the shot. So that's perfect for those conditions in the summer, for you getting your handicap down. And it's the same here. And when you're a senior golfer, you've got to think about what setup have you got in your bag. But even when we're down to a 7-iron, this still applies. One thing we've got to make sure with all of these shots, whether it's your driver, whether it's a mid-iron, is when I drop that right foot back, we've also got to make sure our shoulders are a little bit closed as well. They want to go with the feet, so that is going to help me get that path working, like James said, out to the right. If you do this drill and we set up like this, I'm still going to get the chance to be able to come over the top and pull shots left. And then you're going to say, James and Chris were speaking a load of rubbish. But
They'd never say that.
they would never say that. So we need to make sure that we get this right. So once you come in, you can get into your routine of setting your golf club just to the right of the target now, because we know you're going to hit a draw. Take a square stance, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the right foot back, and the shoulder will match that alignment nice and easy there. From here, we can now get through onto that left-hand side. So what we see from a lot of handicap or even senior golfers is we start to fall back, we cut across that. I know you're somebody who finishes like this. All your weight's here, club around to your left, and we've hit that big high slice. Your 7-iron's gone 100 yards when you used to be able to hit 150. This is now encouraging us to be able to turn that body and really get that weight chasing down, shifting onto your left, so we're going to get those better strikes onto the golf ball. So let's give that a go here. A little bit closed. Turning back nicely. Exactly the ball flight we'd expect to see. So let's get down there. That has just come up short, so we can hit a perfect chip shot.
Not only can changing this technique in your senior years help you get more distance off the tee, help you strike your irons better, it can also help you around the greens. Say if you struggle like here out of quite deep bunkers, if you struggle around the greens just in the rough, then this is something that can really help, because so many people think, you know what, with a bunker I need to stand really, really open, I need to open the face, I need to cut across that golf ball, and then all of a sudden you don't get the ball out, you hit terrible shots, you get really, really upset with yourself. When realistically I want to stand a little bit more close to this ball here, a nice square club face, and then I can lower my hands, produce a nice shallow angle of attack and let that club release around my body. From there I'm much more likely to hit, look at that Chris, did you hear that strike?
Fantastic divot.
Loads of spin on that as well, probably spun a little bit too much, but I'm much more likely to get the strike I want out of the sand. I'm much more likely to produce the dynamic loft that I want to do, to hit a nice high floaty bunker shot just like that one. That works in here in the sand, it works out the rough, it works anywhere where you want to play a nice chip shot, a nice pitch shot, a nice shot where you're going to interact that bounce with the ground. Guys, this could transform your golf if you're a senior golfer, if you're not a senior golfer, if you're anyone who wants to get good at golf.